let's now turn to truth or fake. And with that, we have Catalina Marchandeo-Breu, who's awaiting us by the big board. Catalina, good evening. Today, looking at Russian claims that the Ukrainian army is sending children to fight on the front line. Truth or fake, Catalina?
This is the new pro-Russian narrative that Ukraine is using children or forcing children to fight in the war in Ukraine. Let's take a look at these posts. This one right here is from January 7th this year, claiming here are the soldiers right here that Zelensky sends to the front. Children, and Europe and the United States support this. We have one more example of this type of post right here. This is the same video that we'll see in a bit. This post was from November 8th, 2022. So rumors that have been circulating for a while now. This user claims these are just kids. Ukraine, why are you doing this to your people? These kids should be in high school or college. Get them off the front line. So let's take a look at this video right here, where we see this female soldier, and then we see two more male soldiers fighting in the Ukrainian army, soldiers that many pro-Russian accounts are calling children or teenagers. These same images have been widely used by Russian media in an interview where they claim to have sources that claim that the Ukrainian army is sending 14 to 16-year-olds to fight in the war in Ukraine. Mark?
Can we categorize the young people that we see in this video as children? I'm wondering indeed if they actually are in that video. It looks very superimposed to me, but you'll tell us more, I know.
Well, it's a fine line, because even though the young people we see on these videos, they are young, but they're not technically children. We were able to identify 2 out of 3 people, soldiers in the video. These are real videos, who are between the ages of 23 and 25. Ukrainian media contacted this female soldier right here that we saw in the video, the claims on Twitter, for this Ukrainian news report. Right here, we're just going to fast forward a bit. This woman, they contacted their family, her family. They were able to determine that she is a military paramedic in the Ukrainian army who is 23 years old and not 14, and she's called Elizabeth. Here's her post, the one we saw on Twitter. Here's her post on TikTok from October 5th, 2022. So the same video we saw in the claims, and she says that she volunteered to defend her country and join the army, and she's been serving since the beginning of the war. So she's young, but she's not technically a child or a teenager. Then in the second sequence, we see in the video posted on Twitter, we see this man, this posted by this soldier right here on his TikTok account on September 23rd, 2022. And the France 24 Observers team was able to contact him. His name is Andrew Sidis, and he is 25 years old, serving in the Ukrainian army. Mark?
So a third soldier that we saw in the video remains unidentified. Can you tell us anything about him?
It's this soldier right here, Mark. We weren't able to identify him just yet, neither, nor did Ukrainian fact checkers. They haven't identified him yet. But this video right here that was posted on YouTube on May 2022 with this soldier that we saw in the claims on Twitter. So considering it was posted in last year, these images can't support Russian claims of a recent child soldier mobilization within the Ukrainian army. But we've identified 2 out of 3 soldiers right here that we can confirm are not children. And even though they're young, their participation in the war is illegal, since the minimum age for conscription in the Ukrainian army is 18 years old. So for now, we have no concrete proof that Ukraine is sending children to fight in the front line.
Indeed.
Mark?
So those young adults, they're in their 20s, so they're adults. You know, there's no 2 ways about it. And probably if you looked on the Russian side of things, we might find youngsters of a similar age. That's the sad truth of what is happening there. And what we've exposed there is, it seems, a fake news thread coming out of Russia. Catalina, thank you very much indeed. That was Truth or Fake. Thanks to Yuka for the business. Thanks to you for watching. Stay with us. More to come, live from Paris.